Welcome to Politics and Dirtbags with Bill Vanderzam, brought to you by Way to Grow, the best dirtbags in the business.
Welcome to the show. I'm Bill Vanderzam, and this is my rebel nephew, Marty Vanderzam. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the situation in the U.S. right now with the shutdown that they're experiencing and everybody's so upset about. You know what? This is not the first shutdown. They had 5 shutdowns during Carter's time when he was president. They had 6 or 8 shutdowns during Reagan's time. So it's nothing new. It's happened before. It's not a disaster. However, I can see why the debate is taking place this time. Now, in those days, they were a Democratic Congress, both under Carter and under Reagan, and they shut it down. Now it's Republicans that control the Congress. But what happened, of course, the Obamacare bill is the big debate. That's the issue. It was passed during a time when the Congress, that's 2 or 3 years ago, when the Congress was all Democrat. They passed it. 2,300 pages. They never read it. They passed it in a week. They didn't care because it was Obama's bill. The Republicans didn't have a whole lot of say in that process because they were the minority. It's changed now. The Republicans have the majority. They don't like the bill, and they see now that it's going to cause problems economically, problems administratively, that it's going to build a big bureaucracy. So they say, this is our chance to try and stop it, delay it. We can now bargain it out or bargain it away or maybe postpone it. So I don't fault them. When we listen to Obama himself, and I can understand where he's coming from. It's his bill. It's his baby. He's very defensive about all of this. But you know what? It's a good process. We're getting a look at things. It should have been done a whole lot earlier, but the Democrats wanted to push it through. Now at least we're getting a look at it, and perhaps people will judge it a little differently in the end.
I say the good thing is that the government shut down.
I don't disagree with that either. The same thing should happen here.
Same thing should happen, exactly. Yeah. It's just saving them a ton of money. I mean, what the hell? All they do is just pump that money through the most ridiculous. Some of the goings on down there is just ridiculous. I remember my grandfather used to have a farm in California, and he was growing tomatoes. He got paid by their government to not grow tomatoes. Paid to not grow what he always grew.
And it took a whole bureaucracy
to
decide
hell,
that.
You know it. Oh, gee,
they monitor it.
Oh, ridiculous, right? Ridiculous. I think right now, if I was an American and I knew I was saving, that my government was saving, what, $10 million or $1 billion a day? Hell, keep that animal shut. Keep it shut. They got, what did they say? They got 800,000 employees? 800,000 employees?
Yeah, and they're probably much better paid than the people in the private sector.
NASA, that shocked me. NASA, 18,000 employees? NASA? To do, what have they been doing? They're not going to the moon. I don't think NASA's going to Mars. I think the guy from Arizona is going to Mars. I mean, it's like, what the hell? You talk about a system run amok. They have just way too much government. I'm thinking the Republicans are doing them a huge favor. If anything's going to help them balance that budget, just keeping that animal shut down for a few more years, and it's going to be just perfect.
I don't think
that's
they
where
can
I'm going on now.
For a few more years.
Hell, by then half those people find new jobs. They'll all be out working at Walmart.
People still need permits to build things, to do things, to drill for oil, gas, or whatever
there's
it
no
is,
oil
to
down
mine.
there. That country
they
is
still need permits, so therefore there needs to be an element of control, which unfortunately always tends to come through government. But we're over-controlled. There's too much of it. Having said that, however, government needs to be there, and it can't be shut down for keeps. But certainly now, I don't think it's hurting anything. And
I don't think it's hurting us. Like up here, remember, we're a separate country, foreign nation. I think that having those guys shut down, well, one thing, I'm a firm believer in, last time I read, the CIA had a $47 billion budget. And I don't think they're spending it all down the States. I think they're doing work all over the world. And I'm thinking, they're making sure that whatever's going on here is in their best interest. So I'm thinking right now, I guess the CIA is doing a hell of a lot less work in this country, which is good. I don't think Nothing good comes out of that CIA, so I'm thinking that's got to be good for us. I'm thinking, what the hell else down there is going to be good at this? I don't know. There's always something good out of it. Keep that animal contained. It's good for us.
Keep it contained.
Keep it
In the
contained.
meantime, the controversy continues about Obamacare. And as I said, I can understand why there's a whole lot of controversy when a bill is 2,300 pages and it contains a whole lot more than health care. It contains a whole lot, and it provides, incidentally, a lot of ways through for the president to exempt certain people, certain groups. There's much politics involved in it all. It's not good. But the debate will go on for a while to come. There's another big decision coming on next week. Do they fund the extra debt? Do they extend the debt? Do they limit it more? What do they do? I don't know, but it's interesting.
But remember, they are a country living in fear. Americans are scared to death their own damn shadow. They're scared of the Russians. They're scared of the Cubans. They're scared of the Cubans. They're still scared of the North Koreans. They're scared of the Arabs. They're scared of terrorists. Black guys are scared of brown guys. Brown guys are scared of white guys. They are a country living in fear. And the propaganda machine, boy, when you got guys that are trembling in their little holes, you could just pump that propaganda.
Marty, it's a
big
great
time.
country. They've done a lot of good for the world. And they can't let Iran go ahead with a nuclear bomb. And they've got to stop this crazy guy in North Korea somehow. So all of that isn't bad. Somebody has to take control. And it can't be Canada, and it can't be the Netherlands or Belgium or France. It has to be a power like the U.S.
That's anti-democracy.
Thank heaven it's the U.S. that has the power.
Anti-democracy. That is absolute opposite of what you always
Oh,
say.
no.
We don't have any say in their affairs. No say. And yet we want them to rule us?
Well,
we
not
got no
rule
say in
us,
that.
not. But you
Hey.
You said a while ago somebody needs to lead, and they're the country that's leading, and I'm happy they're leading and not some other place.
Hey, as long as they got an atom bomb, as long as they damn well got one, and let's put it this way, if I know that if I had a neighbor kept swinging a gun over my fence into my face, you got to be equal. You got to be equal. One thing is for sure, if Iran don't get that atom bomb in there pretty quick, sooner or later America's going to go into Iran. And the only reason why they didn't go into North Korea lately is because they got the atom bomb. Good fences make for good neighbors. Firm believer in that. Now, if you're going to let them be our boss without us having any vote, that's anti-democracy. Anti-democracy.
Marty, we can debate this a little further later on. Thank you very much for viewing and listening. If you have any questions or comments, please send them to us. That's what makes the show.
You have a choice, Way to Grow or a competitor. Somebody that doesn't care or somebody like Way to Grow. 30 years, sleepless nights, trying to guarantee what goes in that bag is the best performing product possible. Always ask for Way to Grow products at only the